Now playing the Hook and Bridge podcast.
I fucking love Kesha. I'm telling you, I'm the worst person to have a podcast. I can barely speak.
Oh my god, I love doing this!
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hook and Bridge podcast. I am your host, Harley, joined by my co-host, Taylor, my little sister, and our executive producer back in the room, my lovely wife, Lindsay, and our audio engineer, my boy, Adam. My boy, Taylor.
Yes,
You're down in Florida.
that I am.
Enjoying the holidays.
That I am.
How has it been so far?
Pretty good. We had a really long drive back to Dylan's house because I'm just a baby. And I had to be picked up in the Orlando airport, which was a whole thing. Because that airport's huge. Oh, yeah, we haven't chatted
No.
since I landed. Listen, guys, you want a story? We got time for a story?
Yeah, we got an hour to fill. That's why I told you not to say anything.
So I get to this airport, right? I land. The flight, beautiful. Hour and a half flight. Yeah, it might have been like 2 hours. Nothing but clear skies. Didn't hit any turbulence. Lovely flight. Now, I had gotten to the airport really early because I was worried about how to navigate things. That was very easy. So I hung out for a while. My flight got delayed. We land in Orlando. All right.
Adam can't believe this story right now.
He's hiccuping everywhere because he's so amazed by what's happening. And I love it. So I'm talking to mom to let her know that I'm alive. You know, I called her.
Mm-hmm.
I am trying to figure out how to get out of this airport. I get to the end of the airport and there's just trains.
Yeah.
I've only ever been in one airport that there was a train to take us to where we needed to go. And it was when we were in Arizona. But like, I'm just a girl. So I didn't know, because when we went in Arizona, everyone else took care of it. You know what I mean? Like, I just followed. So I tell mom, I'm like, my worst fear is I'm going to hop on a train somewhere and Dylan's not going to know where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be this whole thing. So I get off the phone with her and I ask the lady, I was like, hey, I'm not 100% sure where I'm going. Like, how do I get to baggage claim? And she said, what train or what flight were you on? So I tell her. And she said, oh, your baggage claim A1 through 5. And I said, yeah, I know that. But like, how do I get there? And instead of explaining to me how this train system works, where like, I feel like anyone else would have been like, oh, you're going to take the train. You're going to hop on. This is a stop. You're going to get off. You know what I mean? Like, explain to you how to get there. She just stared at me like I was stupid and pointed at the train. And I don't know. I felt some type of way about it, you know, because one, I was trying to ask directions and trying to be independent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was really proud of myself for doing that. And then she just acted like I was stupid. And I said, yeah, I understand I need to take the train, but how does that work? Like, where am I getting on? How am I getting off? Like, I'm traveling alone. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want to be lost in this airport somewhere. So then she just like kind of caught an attitude and was really mean to me about it. But I figured out how to get to where I needed to go. And then Dylan couldn't find me. Because the airport's awful.
That's how Atlanta is. Remember, I was telling you that you have to take trains to get to the exit.
Get everywhere.
Yeah.
And like I said, we did that in Arizona, but like I didn't think much about it. Because any other airport I've ever been into, like that's not a thing. But then it set up really weird. So like I was on the phone with Dylan, he was trying to find me, and he was really stressed about trying to find me because he couldn't find me. And then it took him to the whole wrong area. because that airport is like 3 stories,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a mess. I was so stressed. I was on the verge of tears. And then I'm outside waiting, and the crossing, or not even crossing guards, I don't know what they are, but like the people outside that work at the airport, they kept blowing their whistles, and it's like an enclosed like parking garage situation.
Mm-hmm.
Blowing a whistle, he did it, and there was a kid next to me that just started screaming, and I'm like, rightfully so, I would too. Like, that's an awful noise. No, it was rough. And then the guy was real mad at me because I didn't let Dylan pull up. I just went to his car, and he was like, "Ma'am, you need to stop and let him pull up." And I fully ignored him and got in his car. I was like, I have a book bag with me. I'm just gonna hop in this car.
Your shirt there, is that repping a household
Farm
name?
life, yeah. Ryder Girl South Farm,
Is that
homegrown, yeah.
really?
It's our farm shirt, yeah.
Why do you have a farm shirt?
Because it matches the shorts I have down here.
Do they sell those shirts?
So no, they give them only to the workers. But Mom threw a fit about it one time and said it was ridiculous that she didn't get one. So now every time they get shirts, Jason makes sure to get her one. But I always end up getting Walt's because Walt doesn't wear his because they're not 100% cotton, so he's not going to wear it. Yeah. But she didn't throw a fit for me. I love it. I have a couple of them. I have one from the tractor parade.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Have you missed home yet? Have you missed
Home.
being here?
Oh, I thought you meant like Ohio.
No.
Yeah, I missed that little baby. I missed that little cutie patootie.
Your dog
How,
is safe.
I was gonna say, how's my dog doing? She
She's-
seems to be adjusting just fine.
She's alive. She smells as horrible as you left her.
Checks out. I sent Lindsay a video of the dogs here, and it's so funny because I always feel bad when Biscuit cries, right? Like I just feel like it's obnoxious and like it's annoying to everybody. But like she's a dog.
She stopped.
Yeah, now she just sleeps in the room because she's depressed.
Yeah. Yeah. She's
Stop her.
sad.
That's so sad. Is she
She's
sleeping in
sad.
my room?
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
she was.
Oh, really?
She did last
Is she
night.
sleeping on the
Oh.
bed? I left a
No, she's on
t-shirt.
the floor.
Well, I made her a little bed
Mhm.
on the ground, like with my
Yeah,
pillows.
yeah.
I left a t-shirt there, and then I left a t-shirt on the couch too,
Mhm.
in case
Yep,
she
it's
wanted
still
to
there.
like snuggle up with it. I sent Lindsay a video today of the dogs here, and it was so funny. I don't know what they were howling at, but all of them were going, and they were like doing it in like singing circles. You know,
Mhm.
like one would start, and then they'd wait 4 beats, and then everyone would start. And I told her, I was like, I will never feel bad about Biscuit again. I wonder if I can turn.
So this
Oh, yeah.
is the Hook and Bridge podcast. We are a music show, and this is our Christmas episode.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Typically, every year except for this year, we have interviewed some sort of a Christmas figure for the show. But because of having so many interviews coming up this year, I decided
Mhm.
that this would be a list episode instead. Not because I was too lazy to come up with a character to
Oh,
do
yeah.
for the Christmas show.
No, of course not that. We can interview Adam.
It is Adam's first Christmas.
Has he forgotten who I am yet?
I don't think so.
Have you seen the backgrounds that Apple said that I
Yeah.
should use? Aren't those
No.
so funny?
The green one looks like an album cover.
Can I show the podcast, or is that frowned upon?
That's up to Lindsay. I think it's okay because the baby is currently sitting on camera.
If
so
you
I
say
think
no,
you're
it's
all right.
okay.
I don't care.
This one is my favorite. 'Cause
It's
why
so
does he?
funny.
Why does he look like that?
It looks like a meme.
I literally, when I look, it looks like the I smell like beef. Like that's the baby. It looks like he's making the same face, and I think that's so funny.
Have you gotten anything good for Christmas yet?
No, I wasn't. Sorry, this is so funny. I wasn't allowed. So my box. Oh, I didn't tell you that the drama. There's Christmas drama.
Okay.
So I sent a box to Dylan's house
heard.
with all
I
of
heard
Dylan's
about this.
presents. His bracelet's gone,
That's crazy.
and I don't think someone stole it. I think the box came open is what happened because there were way more expensive things in there.
Yeah, but they don't know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, like, if they were to take something out the box, like, what are they going to do with a picture of Dylan and his dog?
But they probably don't know that's what it is.
I mean, they would have opened the box. It wasn't wrapped.
Right.
That,
but-
and then I had one of those long lighters that I had sent to him.
Mhm. That's
And
crazy.
yeah, I think that's all that was missing because I don't fully remember everything I got him.
Hmm.
But like, I'm also debating on calling because like it seems like a hassle. It wasn't
I can't believe you
much.
haven't yet. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was going to today, but like it wasn't. I feel like if I was missing more value in things, I would.
It doesn't matter. You're missing something.
I am. I'm missing
Like-
two things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably call.
So not for Christmas, but I went to the record store to get a record,
Mm-hmm.
and I found a couple of things that Lindsay was super excited about.
Mm.
So since it's Adam's first Christmas and he loves Bluey, and so do all of us, we got Bluey's Rug Island on vinyl.
That's exciting.
And then we
Hi,
have,
Adam.
we have Bluey the album on vinyl.
Yes. And it plays the theme song, I assume.
I think it's on one of these.
You better.
The album one is blue, and then the sunset or the Rug Island is a sunset orange. Yeah.
That's so exciting. I love that.
I threw enough of a fit, Taylor, that I got an early Christmas present. I got a wireless guitar system.
Yo, that's pretty
Mhm.
sick.
And then also, out of your Christmas presents, I'm currently wearing one.
The hat. Yep.
The hat that you got me from what's this company?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I
It's
can
a
tell
pretty
ya.
cool hat. Anyways, I like the hat. And
Yeah, good.
the cold brew maker that you got me,
Yeah,
I
have
used
you-
it. I
Is it
used it
wonderful?
twice so far.
Wow.
First batch, horrible, undrinkable,
out.
I would say.
Yeah.
But the second batch, I tasted a little bit ago, and I had Lindsay taste it, and she said it was much better than the last one, right?
Mhm.
And
Are you
I
using
tasted
less
it.
beans?
No, I'm using the same amount of beans, but I used our magic bullet to grind them, which makes it a
Mm.
little more coarse. And
Yeah.
then I specifically used a blend of a medium and a dark roast
Mhm.
from Central America. And yeah, I think it tastes pretty good. It's pretty smooth.
Nice.
It's nice.
Awesome.
So-
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, I wanted to report back to you and let you know
Yeah.
that it worked out.
I miss my iced coffee. Dare I say? I'm drinking a Dunkin' right now.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's good, but it's not hitting the same as my coffee I've been making at home. And it makes me want to go get the ingredients, just make some coffee. I'll be here
Well,
long enough.
Soon you will never have to pay for coffee again because we're going to have homemade
I don't-
coffee.
I don't like cold brew though.
So
Oh, my shirt's all wet now.
do we have any music news? I know that you've had music news to share for a while. Yes, Taylor.
Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco are engaged. Pew, pew, pew,
Ooh.
pew, which is very exciting. Sabrina Carpenter,
And her boyfriend broke up.
because he embarrassed her and cheated on her with some ugly gal.
Some ugly gal.
I don't
Okay.
know how you cheat on Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter did a Tiny Desk concert.
Yes, I saw, and I'm gonna say it. I don't know if it was that good.
Oh yeah.
I only saw one clip, and like I'm gonna give her the benefit of a doubt because I've heard her raw vocals and I love her raw vocals, but she also just got done with tour, You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's like it was a little pitchy.
We also don't know when it was recorded. You're fine. You can move it. We also
Yeah,
don't know
it-
when it was recorded.
I haven't listened to the whole thing. Like I said, the one clip that I did hear sounded a little.
Everything in the
sounded-
house is squeaky at this point.
I mean, my chair is very squeaky. Have you WD-40'd your
No,
what?
I haven't WD-40'd anything. I don't
Adam
have
will never
WD-40.
sleep again.
He's sleeping just fine.
Lindsay, how are you doing this holiday season?
I'm here.
That's fair.
Not having a good holiday.
That's all right.
It's a lot to navigate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything that we want to talk about as far as our first Christmas with Adam? Is there anything we're excited about? Or who knows? Maybe years from now he'll see this and you can
Yeah.
leave him a little
made
little message.
a tray for Santa cookies.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Yep.
that.
Yep. And she made cookies today.
Exciting. We were gonna make cookies, but we didn't have time to get the ingredients. We're gonna go tomorrow because they're open. Morning.
He's got a ton of gifts. I
So
want
many
him to
gifts.
know that his first Christmas, he was exceptionally loved.
Sure. That's what we'll call it.
And he's getting really big and really heavy.
These are
He
nice.
is he's so heavy. I love it. I had Dylan feel my arm muscles the other night. I was like, feel my guns from lifting Adam, and he felt it. He went, dang. He said, there's a little something there.
I had him, I was holding him, standing him, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
like I do, and I let him run up my body.
He
like,
loves his little
6
legs.
times.
Yeah.
He's pretty good, I would say, at like knowing that like you move one and then the other.
Yeah.
That's a skill that he learns, right? He doesn't just
Yeah.
automatically right, but like he doesn't automatically know that.
No.
Like he has to learn that, right?
But I think you guys, I don't know, like your baby seems older than what he should be. Like something's
Right?
not something, I don't know.
I think he's doing great. I think he's super
I-
advanced.
I also think he's super advanced. And, he's
and
so
very
cute.
hiccupy.
Always. No, I love it though. He's so big. I was telling Dylan that I can't wait until his neck is like fully stable and I can use him as like a kettlebell for exercises, like body weight squats with a baby. You can't do that right now, you know, but
You have
yeah.
something to say? Are you excited for Santa?
Santa Claus is coming to town.
He likes when I do a drum on his body. See?
For those who are just listening, Adam is not smiling and Harley is a dirty liar.
He was having a good time.
No,
Oh.
it's that time of the evening
Uh,
where
so
he's just hanging out.
did you guys see the list that I put up that
Mm-mm.
we're going to be doing?
No, I haven't been on no social media lately.
Ah,
That's a lie. I send Lindsay stuff all the time. I just fully lied to your face.
That's-
Oh,
I
hey,
believed it. Yeah.
sorry, this is an ADHD thing, but I have a fight to start
Okay.
amongst the three of us. Well, I think it's between Lindsay and I against you.
I'm going to pause us for just a moment. I keep hearing noises outside of this room, and I think the dogs are doing something. So we're going to take a quick pause, and I'll be right back. And we're back. Okay. So you have a fight that you want to start.
Yes.
Sorry, dogs
So-
were stuck in another room.
Do you remember the other day when we were talking about how you put me in the hospital and you have zero recollection of this happening?
I put you in the hospital. I
You
have
don't
not
remember
only,
this conversation?
not only do I have zero recollection of that happening, I also have zero recollection of this conversation.
Yeah, we had a whole conversation. I think we were in the kitchen or in the car. I can't remember.
How did I put you in the hospital?
Remember when you were really sick in high school when you came back from
Oh.
Disney?
Yeah.
No, you put Lindsay. Have you heard this story?
I have not.
So
She thinks that I put her in the hospital.
no, listen. Let me listen. Let me explain. So here I am, just a baby, right? I mean, I'm 10 years old, barely learning how the world works. Harley comes back from Disney and he's sick for like 3 or 4 days. It might have been 5. I think it was a whole school week that you were fully sick. He had 104-degree fever, whole 9 yards, was really ill. So then, after he gets better, I know, Adam, I'm upset about it too. After he gets better, I get extremely sick. And like I fainted in our hallway. I came out of, I remember coming out of my room. It's like a ingrained memory. My mom was mad. I came out of my room and then I fainted because I had such a high fever. And Harley ended up having the swine flu and he gave it to me. So I had the swine flu and strep throat at the same time. And I was hospitalized. So Harley put me in the hospital. With this being said, this is where my fight's coming out. That's fine. I forgive you for putting me in danger. However, you never came to visit me in the hospital.
I don't even remember you being in the hospital.
I'm just saying.
Also,
I was there. My class wrote me a card.
I was in school.
I don't care. You could have came after. Mom and Dad were taking shifts.
I don't recall.
He
this
would come
at
in while
all.
she was at work. Well, he would only stay for like an hour and then he would call grandma. And it was when grandma had cancer and she wasn't like supposed to be around like sick people in the hospital. But she would come sit with me with a mask, like sit on the other side of the room. And then we'd hang out.
Couldn't drive when I went to Disney. Not when I went to Disney. I didn't have my license. So, yeah.
If it was when Taylor was 10, you were 17.
I think she was wrong on the age.
No,
I went to Disney either my junior or sophomore year.
It was your junior year because you could drive because you were still dating your high school girlfriend.
Then I may not have had a car at the time.
Well, either way, she was being terrible and awful because you were super sick and mom said you couldn't drive because your fever was so high and you were literally delusional. Do you not remember how sick you were?
I do, but I don't recall being
you
that
were so
old.
sick. No, you were that old because I was in 5th grade. So I was 10 years old.
Hey, buddy.
And you were 17. And I know it was during then because your choir teacher was also my band director at the time. Well, I guess band teacher. Was she really a director? Anywho, at the time. And I remember mom called because there was something that I wasn't able to do band wise. And she was like, yeah, I know Harley was really sick. So I figured like it was just a matter of time before Taylor also got really, really sick. But I ended up being way sicker than you were. And they threw me in the hospital.
I think that I'm being gaslit is what
you
it
are
sounds
not
like.
because we have pictures from when you were sick. I have a card that my 5th grade class made me because I was in the hospital for like a week.
Okay, here's the deal.
I had to have IV fluids. IV antibiotics.
I want the evidence pulled for the next time we do a show.
It's in Ohio. I'll have to ask mom. It's in my
That's
card
fine.
box.
Next time we do a show,
Oh,
I want
actually,
evidence pulled.
we'll just ask mom about it.
We're not right now.
No, I mean, I'm going to ask her and then I'll have the text message evidence of her with the timeline.
I want physical evidence pulled. I'm going to have somebody designated as my lawyer. You're going to get somebody designated as your lawyer.
Okay.
And Lindsay's going to be the judge. And Adam's the jury.
Okay, well,
More
Adam
of a detective type, not really like the judgy kind.
Also, Adam likes me more. I think that we should just see who can hold Adam for 10 minutes before he cries, and that's who's guilty.
Either way, I say we have a trial.
That's fine.
The Hook v. Bridge.
That's fun. No, we'll do. No, it was so funny because I was telling Dylan about it, and I was like I'm going to start a fight because you never came to visit me in the hospital. But I remember. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I say we bring up all of your grievances. This one, we bring up the fact that you think that I killed Lindsay's cat. I say that we bring up.
I can't believe you
Um,
brought that up because I think you did. Because you said you did.
I did not. I keep telling you that I think you saw this on a sitcom and you're confusing me with TV.
Is it supposed to be funny? Because it's not.
I didn't kill your cat. So I say we bring up all of those things along with the dishwasher.
How you and Lindsay hate me.
I say we bring it all up.
Just kidding. I don't think Lindsay hates me. I think you hate me.
I don't hate
I think
you.
Lindsay and I are hitting it off very well. At least I hope so. I hope that she reciprocates those feelings.
So Selena Gomez and
Oh yeah, our news.
her engagement, and then
Mhm.
Sabrina Carpenter. Is there anything else going on in the world of music?
We have a
Taylor.
we have a conspiracy theory about music.
About music? Okay.
So Miss McKenna and I think that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are already married.
Are already married?
That they like went to a courthouse and just got married and kept it like, but they're married. Yeah,
Do we think
we've
it's
been
that
chatting about it.
serious?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. I do because one, I mean, she was with that one guy. I don't even know who it is because he didn't like being in the public eye or whatever. But they were together for like 10 years or something crazy. 6. Close enough. But Travis Kelce threw her a rap party too for finishing up her tour because she's fully done touring. So he threw her this huge party, which was really sweet, but like they just give married vibes. And McKenna and I think that they secretly got married because like she's done doing things for a while. Like she's focusing on family and like slowing down.
Having his baby.
Having his
Writing
baby.
her next album.
Writing her next album. Yeah, no, anyways, that's not music news, but that's just
I can't disagree more. Not only do I think that they're not married, I think that the relationship is basically over.
Oh, why
And
do you think that?
as I think that it didn't really exist to begin with, but
So-
also
Oh,
I
okay,
think
go ahead.
Taylor Swift hit the top of where
Yeah.
you can as a musician and
Yeah.
is taking time off because there's nothing left to do.
I mean, she also, well, I wouldn't say that. I think that she, for the past 2 years, has been on tour, and that takes a lot out of everybody. And she's like
Yeah.
over it, you know? No, but I do. McKenna and I actually had a whole chat on if we thought it was a publicity stunt for the two of them. Neither of them needed the publicity. So it was like one of those things where, like, you do a publicity stunt in relationships like that when you need, like, PR type deal.
Mhm.
But like neither of them needed that. You know what I mean? Like in the NFL, people knew him as Travis Kelce. He was very famous on his own, and then she was very famous on her own. And on the Kelce Brothers podcast, they talked about how before Taylor Swift ever came to one of the Chiefs games, that they were dating long before that. And they collectively decided to make their relationship public.
Okay.
So I do think it was a genuine relationship. And I also think too that she's at that age where I'm sure she is ready to settle down. So if it was just like a little wedding, you know what I mean? If it was something, I think that, not saying they are, but if they are, I'm sure in the future they're going to have like a big celebration and probably do like a vow renewal thing or something. But both of them being so famous, it's probably something that they just want to keep for themselves right now. You know, being like, this is our little thing, our little utopia. If that's the case, it might not be, but they just give those vibes. I don't know.
Right. Okay.
So,
So we have this list.
Yep.
And I'll add it to the stage real quick, and we'll get through that. Ready?
sure.
This list of music stuff. This list of music stuff. All right. So we have the.
Was it MCR that I was thinking of?
No. Do you know who MCR is?
Yeah, isn't that TX2?
Yes. So we have the top 10 not so known Christmas songs If you're like
Oh.
me, you're tired of the same 35
Mhm.
Christmas songs every year, and it's in every store, and you just need
Mhm.
something different to listen to. So these are the top 10 not so known Christmas songs. These are going to be covers by bands that you didn't know did covers of songs,
Mhm.
and it's going to be originals by bands that you didn't know had original Christmas songs. So coming in at number 10, we're starting off strong with All I Want for Christmas by My Chemical Romance.
Is it the Mariah Carey, like they did a cover of that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'd be down to listen to that. I didn't know that existed, but I'd be down to listen to that.
I think that it is a decent cover. I think it's at least listenable because I hate the original so much. So at least it's something different.
Really?
Yeah, I can't stand that song.
Do you also just hate Mariah Carey? Mom can't stand Mariah Carey as a
No,
person.
I don't hate Mariah Carey. I just think that again, I think it's just oversaturation. Every year you hear this
Every year.
song at least 100 times for 25 days.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just think it's a little overdone.
Yeah, no, I'm with it. Our boy. Oh, are we supposed to
Yeah, I'm gonna give All I Want for Christmas by My Kim 3.
I am gonna give it a 4 because I would
Okay.
give the original a 3. And I'm assuming I'd like this version better. So I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay. Do you want to give your answer? No. Okay. Coming in at number 9, we have Small Town Christmas by Rob Thomas. This is an original Christmas song.
Ooh.
Mhm,
Is
mhm.
it good?
Yeah, I think it's pretty solid.
Oh, you didn't sound convincing.
Okay. So, Small Town Christmas, Rob Thomas is an original. I think it's pretty good. I think it
Okay.
captures like his way of like songwriting and making, you know, a song sound special, and it sounds
Yeah.
very like Matchbox 20 style. So
Love.
mhm.
I would give it.
Oh,
Oh.
go ahead.
No. You go ahead. You go ahead.
I'll give it a 4.
I was gonna give it a 5 because I love Rob Thomas
Mm-hmm.
and I love Matchbox 20, and they haven't done me dirty. So I'm gonna put my faith in it being a 5.
There you go. Coming in at number 8 is a band that we just had on the show recently.
Yes, they were so much fun,
So much fun.
and I love the song.
It's a cover of a classic by the Kinks. It is Father Christmas, and the band is Just Happy to Be Here.
Mm-hmm.
The cover that they did is an incredible tune.
Phenomenal.
I think that it really gives new life to a classic like punk rock tune and makes it for that pop punk emo community. And
Would
I think
you
they
say
did a
was the
fantastic
original artist?
the the Kinks.
Okay.
They're not the original artist, but they're the version that I know from
Yeah.
over the years.
I definitely thought that they wrote this song, so that's news to me.
Yeah.
Well, they do great.
It's a cover, and
Yeah.
yeah, I think they did a fantastic job. Coming in at we got it. I'm gonna give the Father
5.
Christmas a 5. Yeah,
5. Easy.
yeah. Danny and Alfredo and Cam and all those guys. They're great.
They did so good. Yeah, so much fun.
Coming in at number 7, we have
So-
Nonsense Christmas.
Yeah,
by
so
Sabrina Carpenter.
here's my thing.
Mhm.
If I would have known this was not so known Christmas songs, I would have chosen a different Sabrina Carpenter song. It's a great, well, I don't know, it's a slutty Christmas song because it's Sabrina Carpenter. So there's that. But she has a whole fruitcake album. I think that's what it's called. It's the fruitcake album. And it's a whole Christmas album. And I think there are other songs on there that are more not so well known, because the
Mhm.
Nonsense Christmas is a parody of her Nonsense song, which she recently did on tour. Like, it's a huge song, and I think especially with how famous she is now, that people now know Nonsense Christmas very well. So I think within the past couple years it's blown up. Either way, it's a 5 for me. I love this song. I just think out of all of her other Christmas songs, that I think this one is pretty well known.
Mhm. Okay.
Anyway, that's my take.
I don't know it.
But you don't listen to
So
Sabrina Carpenter.
correct. So I'm gonna give it a 3.
That's fair. It's not my favorite song. I'm gonna give it a 5 though, because I do love it. I jam out.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite Christmas songs.
You threw that album on. I'm sure that it was on there.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I
actually, I
couldn't
don't
tell
know if it
you.
was on.
No, it definitely was, because it's the Fruitcake album is what you bought.
Yeah, but I don't know if Nonsense Christmas is on that album.
I don't know.
I'm gonna actually keep going. I'm gonna look it up. I have it on my Spotify.
I was just
I
gonna
don't-
say that that album that you put on the other day was
Had this
solid.
on there?
I didn't.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
it was a solid album. I didn't think it was.
It was. I think that Sabrina Carpenter has, like we were saying in the beginning of this, I think she has very pretty raw vocals, and I think that she does Christmas, like she has a very like theatrical voice. It's the same way as like Ariana Grande also was in theater. Like Sabrina Carpenter had that same like training and everything.
Mhm.
So I think both of them, they do well with Christmas music, because I think it's more of that like choir churchy-esque type deal
Right.
with their vocals, which is something I really liked with Sabrina Carpenter's Netflix special that she did. I really liked her vocals, because I thought they were very pretty and angelic, except for the song she did with Chappell Roan, Everyone Can Come For Me, but it sucked. So anywho.
Coming in at number 6 is a classic. I remember listening to their version of this song when I was like 13, maybe 14. We have Carol of the Bells by the band
Yes.
August Burns Red, which is known for their instrumentals. And this band is very, very talented at taking classics, whether it be Beethoven or like Carol of the Bells here. They're very similar to like the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, but much heavier.
I love this song.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite
love it.
Christmas songs. And you also, just in general, don't hear Carol of the Bells a ton during the holidays. Like, you hear it, but it's not in that rotation of 30, you know.
It is. I have played it on multiple instruments, and it is one of my favorite songs to play on an instrument. I've played it on piano. I loved playing it on piano. It's so sick to play on a trumpet. Oh, it's so fun. Definitely really good. I've never heard this version though, but I love this song.
It's heavy. It's so good. They have harmonic guitars on there that are just amazing, and yeah, they're very, very cool. Yeah, that's a 5 for me.
Oh, 5, easy.
Coming in at number 5, we have the song Heavy Metal Christmas. This is by the band Twisted Sister from their Twisted Christmas album back in the day.
I know this band.
Do you? You know Twisted Sister?
Yeah. I know of them. I don't know, like, let me rephrase that. I'm not lost when you say the band name. I'm like, yeah.
Do you know any Twisted Sister songs that you can think of?
Not off the top of my head, but I remember I feel like you had some sort of album or something.
I had a couple.
Yeah, like I remember it being on a CD.
I am a big fan of Twisted Sister and everything Dee Snider has ever been a part of.
See, I know Dee Snider. Like, these names make sense in my head.
Heavy Metal Christmas is a play on "We Wish You a Merry Christmas."
Mm.
So instead, they go, "We wish you a heavy metal Christmas. We wish you a heavy
Oh, I
metal Christmas."
do know this song.
Yeah, they're very good, and
Yeah.
that whole album, "Oh
Mhm.
Come All Ye Faithful," is the best track on A Twisted
Mhm.
Christmas. It's their cover of "Oh Come All Ye Faithful," and it's the best.
Yeah.
But it's pretty well known in the metal community. But this
Yeah.
one's not one that you hear very often.
Can we take a minute to appreciate like churchy choir Christmas songs?
Sure. What do you mean?
I love like Come On Ye Faithful, Silent Night, Away to Manger. Like I love those songs. Like churchy
Yeah.
Christmas songs. I think
I
they're really pretty. I
I
really
don't consider them churchy. I just feel like they're like classic Christmas. You know what I
well,
mean?
they're about our Lord and Savior, so I consider them churchy is the wrong term, but you know what I mean. Like a classic religious song about Christmas.
Uh,
Are you picking up what I'm
okay.
laying out?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not
Like
pop,
no,
but pop artists cover those songs.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I also just mean like hand me a hymnal and let me sing. Like I love the original versions of these songs.
mhm.
Like hearing like very classical people sing them. I really like it. But I think of like a classical song, I think of like Silver Bells. You know, like things like that. Anywho, sorry.
Oh, okay. I guess I can
I
understand that.
yeah. Like to me
I
there's like the religious Christmas and then like classical Christmas.
I guess
Okay.
we've just hit like an age
Yeah.
now where I can see that distinction.
Mm-hmm.
But growing up, that was pop Christmas. You had like classic Christmas, which was Away in a Manger, Silent Night, Oh Come All
Interesting.
You Faithful, and then pop
Interesting.
Christmas would have been like Bing Crosby and Rocking Around the Christmas Tree and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. Well, I also don't put Rocking Around the Christmas Tree as a I
That
mean, it is a classic Christmas song, but when I think classic Christmas, I literally think of like
Silver
I said,
Bells.
so Silver Bells
But what you
or
don't understand is all of those came out at the same time. Those were all within like a couple of years of each other.
yeah, I guess. I don't know. I've always had a different distinction. Like to me, like religious Christmas
But
songs were
I get
religious
what you're
Christmas.
saying now because like pop Christmas now would be like Mariah Carey
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Ariana Grande or you know whatever other Christmas song that I can't think of at the moment. So
Yeah.
I guess I kind of get that.
Yeah. I love the oldies, that's all.
Yeah,
That's it.
Christmas is a religious holiday at the end of the day.
It is.
um,
I think the songs are really pretty.
this next one is a band that you may not be familiar with.
Didn't
A
he
lot
go
of
to jail?
people. No. What?
Mm, I'm thinking of Charles Manson.
Yeah, not the same. Not the same at all.
Mm-mm.
This next one is a band that you may remember from a little ditty they had back in the day called
I
Bop.
don't think we can say
Shibby
that.
Dop Bop
I
Boo
don't think
Bop.
we can say little ditty
Shibby
anymore.
Dop Bop Boo Bop. Shibby Dop Bop Boo.
I do know that song,
Yeah.
but I
So
don't think we can say that anymore.
probably not. The Hanson brothers come
Ooh,
in
brother
at
duo. We love
number 4 with Finally It's Christmas, which I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that this is an original of theirs. They're just a really good pop band, and this is off of their like later Christmas. So like this is relatively new. It just came out in
Ooh, okay.
in the last few years, and they really started to make a comeback. And I think that they have great voices. Sorry, my voice is very scratchy today. I think they have great voices, and I think Mbop was a great hit back in the day.
Yeah, that song is stuck in my head now.
This is a great tune also. Finally It's Christmas by Hanson. Oh, did we rate Heavy Metal Christmas? I'm going to give Twisted Sister a 4.
I'll give it a 4 too. I think that's fair.
And then Hanson, I think I'll give them a 4 as well.
Sorry, my chair is so loud. I'm gonna give them a 3 because I don't
you
know
don't know
this
the song.
Yeah, I feel indifferent.
Coming in at number 3,
I'm
we
excited.
have legendary band at this point,
Legendary.
and one of my all-time favorites. We have "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" by the band Weezer.
Weezer, love Weezer.
Weezer, incredible band.
Incredible band.
And I think that they're one of the most talented groups at
Yes.
doing covers.
Yes.
I think that they do such an amazing job with covers. And this one is right up there with everything that they've ever done.
Mhm.
It gives like this punky, grungy sound to a Christmas
Love it.
classic.
Yeah.
It gives you that Beverly Hills Weezer, like old
Mhm.
school Blue album feel.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think they knock it out of the park.
I love Weezer.
Say it ain't so, Taylor.
When you say that, I know it's not right, but Blink 182 pops in my head. Where they go, say it ain't so, I wanna go, turn the lights off, carry
Yeah, it
me
should
home.
have been Weezer's. Say it ain't so.
No, I know. Yeah, it's just not what pops in my head. I started doing it in my head. I'm like, that's not right.
You know, so I'm the one that put this list together.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, looking at it now in retrospect.
Yeah.
I put Just Happy to Be Here at 8
And
because
it should have been.
because I'm a really big fan of the band, but I wanted to give them like an honest rating based off of the bands that they were up against in this list.
Yeah,
And the more that I think about it,
they should be higher on the list.
I would honestly switch Hanson with Just Happy to Be Here.
Do you want to
I
hear
would move them all the way up to 4.
Do you want to hear my honest review?
Hmm.
I would switch 3 and 2, and I would put Weezer at 2, and then I would put Happy to Be Here at 3.
Really? And you would put Weezer at 8?
No, I would put Weezer at 2,
Oh, okay.
and then number 2, I don't know what that song is. So number 2, I would throw up at 8.
Oh,
But I would
well,
put Just
do
Happy
your-
to Be Here at 3.
do yourself a favor, Taylor, because number 2 is a
Really
must
good?
listen. It's a must listen. For any fan of Irish anything, this is a classic Dropkick Murphy song. Coming in at number 2, we have The Seasons Upon Us by the Dropkick Murphys. They are so good.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just want a good classic, like Irish, in your face kind of rock, this is a good one to listen to.
I love Irish music. Give me a Guilty
Weezer,
from Bad
I don't think
Guys.
we've rated Weezer. I'm going to give them a 5.
Yeah, I guess I'll go 5s.
But Dropkick Murphys, have you ever heard of them before?
No, they don't ring a bell at all.
You should definitely listen to the Dropkick Murphys. Do yourself a favor.
Okay.
They are so good. Because you like Ailstorm. Remember
Ew.
Ailstorm?
Yeah.
The pirate song? The heavy metal pirate song? We are heavy metal pirates. Anyways.
Oh, that's such a good
Ailstorm
song.
is like a metal version of the Dropkick Murphys. They took
that's pretty
the
sick.
Dropkick Murphys walked so that Ailstorm could run.
I love that.
And
that's lovely.
Dropkick Murphys are so good. They're a classic. You should be aware of the Dropkick Murphys.
Okay.
And yeah, I got to give them a 5. That is a song that is super unknown. It fits this perfect.
Yeah.
This list perfect. It's a super unknown Christmas song that they have. And unless you're in that scene and you don't know. You know?
I know. Well, I don't know because I don't know what I know, what you know.
But like I said, looking back now, I would move
Yeah.
Father Christmas up.
It deserves to be moved up. It's a really good cover.
Maybe not to 4.
I would.
I would move number 5 down to 4. And then I would move Hanson to number 8. I would put Father Christmas at number 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would move Heavy Metal Christmas to number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I think that they do have it's just a better listen. It's just a great track, and I think they did such a good job with it, and I get excited to hear it, and I keep showing it to everybody. It's so cool. So
it's so good. They did so good. They really did.
All right. So
I have 0 guesses on what number 1 is.
0 guesses.
I am now realizing that I only know the mainstream Christmas songs.
Yeah, right? Everybody does.
I have no idea.
This is a great list to find some new Christmas music to listen
100%.
to. And it's just in time. You still have time to add it to your list.
Barely.
You can listen to it for Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
This is a great way to finish out a Christmas party.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Taylor.
All right. I'm ready.
There is one song that deserves to be the number 1 slot for this list. And it is somebody who is greatly admired within the music community. This person has surpassed so many artists over the years. He's a walking legend. His voice is one of the most recognizable music voices. People have said several times that this man is one of the greatest vocalists of all time. I give you the one, the only
CeeLo Green.
Corey Taylor from Slipknot.
That's me.
The song is called Xmas.
With an @ sign for the A and a $sign for the yes.
It is for all of those anti-Christmas people out there. If you're just sick and tired of what this holiday has become and represents, no better song to listen to out there than Xmas by Corey Taylor. He is the frontman for the CMF project, Corey motherfucking Taylor project. He is the lead singer of the band Slipknot. He's the lead singer of the band Stone Sour. And I believe there is one other project that he's involved in. Don't quote me on it, but I think he does something with his son. I can't remember what it is at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows, maybe I already said it. Maybe it's the CMF project that his son is also involved in. I'm not sure.
Is his name also Corey Taylor?
I don't remember what his son's name is, to be honest with you.
Corey Taylor Jr.?
I don't think so. But I think that it's a very funny song to listen to around the holidays, and especially the tail end of Christmas when you're just like
over it.
All right, we've had enough, you know. And I think this is a great track to finish off the list. It deserves the number 1 spot. Like I said, his voice is undeniably one of the greatest voices in music. The man can do things that no other vocalist can do.
Yeah.
Corey motherfucking Taylor.
Love it.
All right. So that is your top 10 not so known Christmas songs for the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope everybody enjoys listening and checking out this list.
I think it was a really good list. I now have some songs that I can go check out.
I'm telling you, Dropkick Murphys, just a great band in general.
Yeah.
Before we finish things off,
mm-hmm.
I just want to show, because I'm very excited about this.
I'm really excited to listen to it when I get back home.
Look at how awesome
that's so cute.
Is, right?
Yeah. No, I love it. It's like a family. That's so nice.
And it has Bluey on the front, and then it has
Bingo on the back.
Little Bingo on the back.
No, I love it. I love Bluey so much.
So I went to the record store and I picked these up,
mm-hmm.
and Eric was in there, and This is a fun little story for you. So Eric was in there,
Mhm.
and I was wearing one of my Bluey shirts that I got, and Eric, he's a trip, and he
Love
goes,
Eric.
"Oh yeah, man, Bluey," and I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
Lindsay loves Bluey. Gotta get the Bluey." He goes, "Yeah, how's the kid doing?" And I was like, "Kid's doing great, man."
Mhm.
And he goes, "Man, kids love Bluey." He says, I got all of the stuff, all of the Bluey." I was like, "Oh yeah."
All the Bluey. He's
He goes,
gatekeeping some Bluey.
He goes, "Yeah, man. I got my Bandit shirt." And then he does the pose that Bandit does on the shirt, and I knew the pose because I have the shirt. He said,
That's really funny.
He said, "I got my Bandit dad shirt," and he goes like this.
That's
like,
so
"Yeah,
funny.
man."
Oh, I love it. That's so funny.
He said
Eric
he's
is such a guy.
gotten more compliments on that shirt than anything else he's ever owned.
Bluey's taking the world by storm.
And we got this one
Mm.
from Rug Island,
Mm-hmm.
which was a great episode, by the way.
I don't recall watching it. I'm gonna have
It's
to
so
watch
good.
it.
And then it's on this.
That's really pretty. It's like a
sunset
corally orange.
Yeah, it's like and it's like
I love it.
slightly splattered,
Yeah.
just barely splattered, but yeah.
Oh, I love that. Those are so nice.
Mm-hmm.
10 out of 10. I love Bluey. I really do. Dylan and I finished the 3rd season of Pokemon Horizons, or 4th season.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I really love the show. I really love what they've done. Like, I was worried that I would miss Ash. You know what I mean? But I feel like they've done such a unique storyline
Mm-hmm.
that it's its own thing.
I'll be honest.
Really love that.
I love it, and I think that I was just tired of Ash. Like, when they
Dylan
announced
said
he
the
was
same thing.
going, I was just like, all right,
Like, I think it was a really great, like, the episode where he wins the championship still makes me cry. Like,
Yeah,
watching it.
that
Like,
should
even
have
though it's
been
an
where it
anime.
ended. That
I
should have been
agree.
where it
I
ended.
don't like that they did the whole miniseries.
They should have done one, like, 2-hour special,
Yeah.
just finalizing his journey, and
Yes.
and they could have done all of that in just one 2-hour little thing, and been
Yeah.
like, all right, he's done.
Yeah. But I love the nostalgia. I love bringing back the song and like the whole like that whole scene where it really shows when Pikachu is unconscious and like it shows the whole journey they've been through. I think it's like, I don't know, it's
It's
such
top
an
tier.
it's such an incredible scene, especially watching Pokemon from the beginning.
Mhm.
But I love Pokemon Horizons. I
think
love
it's
it.
great.
It's so great, and I think that it does really well tying in the game too. Like the season, I mean, they're in Paldea or Paldea.
Paldea.
And like I think that's so exciting because I finished Scarlet, where I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, that's so sick. Like they're at the lighthouse I always go to. That's really cool.
Well, and they do a really good job at like capturing the video game and the characters in the game and bringing them into this
Bringing
anime,
them
which
in.
they've never done before.
I know. Like I didn't realize. I don't know why it didn't dawn on me, but like all the gym leaders are the ones in the game.
Yeah.
Like that's so sick. And I think it's
They did
really
that in all of the other animes as well for Pokemon,
Mhm.
but they added stuff and removed stuff, and they
Yeah.
changed how different gym leaders acted. Like they
But
are
they all
taking it
act
straight from the
from
game
the
and
game.
saying, "This
Yeah.
is they're building a universe,"
And
and
I
I
love
like it. Yeah.
and I just love I also love the whole it's like taking a different view on being a Pokemon trainer. Like it's not about the getting the badges. Like Ash's whole thing was like, I'm going to be a world champion someday. Like I need to go to every city, get all of my badges. But like
Mhm.
that's not the case here. And I love that they've done a whole nother view on it.
Mhm.
And I've really enjoyed watching it.
I've loved the treasure hunting aspect of it. Of like,
Mhm.
there's this plot of like the deeper mythology of everything.
Mhm.
And they would do some of that in the other ones. They would be like, here's perfect example. This made me so mad growing up. So in Johto,
Yeah.
you could get this thing in your game depending on how you played it in Pokemon Crystal, you could get this thing called the GS ball. And you had to do this whole storyline in your game to get the GS ball, and then you take it to this guy, and then he turns it into an actual ball, and then you got to go take it to this other person, and basically it unlocked Celebi in the game. They give Ash that at the beginning of the Johto anime. He gets this gold and silver GS ball, and he just has it, and he's supposed to do something with it,
and he never does.
Just forgot about it.
Yeah. No, yeah, 100%. And I think it's so cool.
Episodes of being like, what happened with that?
Yeah,
and they just never brought it up again.
And I love that too, that like I feel like even the filler episodes, like yes, they're filler episodes, but they feel part of it.
Yeah,
like they're still pushing it. And I really
I love what they've done as far as like, no, we're telling a story from beginning to end with this mythology.
And
the Black Rayquaza is so good.
So sick.
And it makes it even more exciting to get it in the game.
Yeah. I will say we can all agree that the Pikachu that's on here is Ash's Pikachu.
No.
I think it is. I think that that's something they pulled into that, like, maybe Pikachu wanted to keep battling, but Ash was done or something. So like he went from Professor. I do, because that Pikachu.
You didn't see the episode where he talks about meeting Pikachu?
I don't think so. Maybe not.
Oh, yeah. It's not.
Is that in the new part?
It's either in this new one or the last one.
Because it's been a while since I saw the last one.
Yeah, no, they talk about how like he met Pikachu in the wild and studied.
Oh,
Pikachu.
Never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say, because Ash's Pikachu is like one of the most incredible. Like just the moves and how Ash battled, like it's an incredible thing.
I think what they did as a company, they were like, we're gonna get rid of Ash and Ash's Pikachu, but we know that Pikachu is a staple of our entire image, so we need to find a new Pikachu to give that same personality to keep older fans engaged and still watch the show.
And they did it.
Oh yeah,
because I love Cap.
Knocked it out of the park. Cap is great.
Cap is great.
Yeah.
Cap is a guy, and I love what they have.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Good Pokemon talk at the tail end. It's a great anime, and the animation is fantastic.
Incredible. I love that they're done with the weird. They got real weird towards the end with Pokemon.
They've made it very mature. It's much more of an anime instead of a cartoon.
Yes. Yeah. Because it got real cartoony towards the end, where I was like, I can't even. It was giving like Amazing World of Gumball energy towards the end, and I'm like, I can't watch this. I can't take this seriously. I will say, I watched the one episode where the Palafin is the superhero Palafin, which I didn't realize was a thing. And as soon as I get back home, or if you could maybe catch me a Palafin, that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah.
But I now want, or I guess it's not a Palafin. I have to evolve the Palafin into whatever it is.
Do you know how? The way you do it in the game is way better.
I Googled. I went through.
It's crazy, right?
It's crazy. I went through a whole thing on Google last night because I was like, this isn't real. Like, what is happening? But it gave me the ick. That is the only episode that gave me the ick when that old man turned into Super G or whatever it was. I was like, are we watching Dragon Ball Z? Like, that's how I felt. And it was giving Master Roshi vibes.
Uh-huh.
And it gave me an ick. I was like, we don't need to cross these paths. These are two different paths.
For people listening, if you are playing Pokemon Scarlet or Violet and you haven't done this, there's this Pokemon called Palafin, and the evolution tactic to get this thing to evolve. Go ahead, Taylor.
It's not Palafin. It's Fitzel or whatever.
Yeah,
starts with an F.
Yeah, it's the other dolphin. It evolves.
It's the only dolphin. You can't catch a Palafin. You have to catch this other dolphin.
It evolves into Palafin, but you have to do a union circle with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You have to
level it up 38
and teach it this specific move.
Mm-hmm.
And then it will evolve, but only if you are around the other person that you're playing the game with.
And then if you want it to be a super Palafin, you have to throw something out in battle first, and then return it, and then throw out your Palafin in order.
Well, the move that it learns will withdraw itself.
Yeah.
So you just use that move.
Oh, I must have misread it though, because
Yeah.
I thought you had to throw out a different Pokemon.
No,
and then throw out a
forces you to throw. So that move, when you use it, it attacks and then returns itself, and it forces you to throw out something else. And then you can switch back, and it will be the superhero form. It is for something you can only see for a very short period of time.
A very short period of time. And is it like, if it was an incredible Pokemon, like if I'm walking out and I'm beating everybody with this Palafin, with a super Palafin.
It was super competitive for a while, but I think that there have just been so many new things that people have found ways around it. But it's a really cool, there's a lot of really cool, they really pushed some really cool evolutions this
I agree.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan.
All right, well, it is time, Buffy.
It is time. All right, everybody, if you like today's episode, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can notified every time we post a new video.
Yeah, this is our third Christmas episode.
Probably.
Third or fourth, one or the other, third or fourth. And just want to thank everybody for another wonderful year of success and interviews. And we keep getting to do this stuff because you guys keep listening. So if you ever stop listening, then we don't have a show anymore. So we have a lot of huge interviews coming up for you.
Oh, so exciting.
We have so many. I don't even know. Should I just announce some of them?
Sure.
You already heard Just Happy to Be Here. You already heard McKenna Michaels. We have the band Show Off coming up. We have the band Year of the Dragon coming up.
Year of the Dragon.
We have the band, who else, Taylor? The Lucky coming up. And I'm sure there is another one that I'm just not thinking of at the moment. But we have so many interviews coming up for you. And we hope that you guys enjoy all of them. And it has been real. And Merry Christmas, everybody. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the Hook and Bridge Podcast.